everyone, it's Leanne with Lovely Scrappin'. I'm here with a part 2 to my pop bottle flowers. I had a lot of requests on how to do the Lollipop one, and I will post the link to the very first video below, so if you haven't seen it yet, go ahead and watch it because that will explain a little bit in more detail on the leaves and whatnot. But all I'm going to do for this tutorial is show you how to do the coloring of the Sharpie on the plastic, the melting, and cutting out the circles. I won't do the leaves because I already showed that in the other video, so check out video 1 if you're interested. Otherwise, I'll show you just quickly how to do the circles and the coloring. And here's just a little mini lollipop, and that's just using like a hot pink Sharpie to color the plastic. Okay guys, so to color it, you just take your circle. You can do either side, the inside or the outside. I'm just going to do the inside because it's the easiest. You just take your Sharpie of choice, whatever color you want, and just start scribbling on the plastic. If you're finding that it's streaky on one side, then just finish coloring the one side and then you can color the other side again. Sometimes once it's dry, you try coloring the side again, it'll just leave streaks again just because of the way the Sharpie felt tip can sometimes just scratch the dry ink. So if you have alcohol ink, again, that's just easier. Just dab your plastic with that instead of the Sharpie. So that's basically how you color the plastic. Super easy. It's a bit streaky there. Again, if you want to get rid of the streakiness, flip it over. Hopefully you guys can make that out. And just color this side. There you go. So that's pretty streak free. Looks pretty neat. So then just color the rest of your circles and then we'll go about melting them. Okay, so you have your 4 circles or however many you want. I may even add some after I'm done melting just to kind of see if I need to add a different layer of a different size. So it's totally, you know, kind of play it by how you're doing it and see if you need to. I use some tweezers, and so you're just going to take your flame and go ever so slightly. This stuff melts very quickly. So you're going to be about an inch or so above and see how it just, I'm really sorry about the lighting you guys, but see how it curls up already? So you're just going to be careful, and you're going to kind of get that little ripple look as you're going along here. Hi everyone, okay, so I'm back and I decided to make this only a 3 petal lollipop flower just because I like the way that this one's looking. And again, you can do as many layers as you want, but I like the way this one looks just with that, and then with the flower center I think it's going to look great. So it's a little less layers. Okay guys, so just get a needle, whatever needle you want, and have your flame ready. And have it all stacked nicely so you have an idea of how it's going to lay. Take your needle and you're going to want to heat it up really good. And hopefully if it stays hot enough it'll go through all 3 layers. If not, you can do each layer individually. And it did. So it went through all 3 layers. And now to make the hole a bit bigger, just hold your flower, heat up your needle again, feed it through the same hole, and wiggle it. I've chosen a brad for doing this one. I find hot glue and plastic don't really mesh that well. I did do that other lollipop with hot glue and it seems to be holding up okay, but just don't quite trust it. Depending on what you're using your flower for, you might want to string them together and tie them together instead, or use a brad like I'm about to do. There you go. So hopefully you guys can see the hole that I've made. I'm going to get my brad and I'll put it into the center. So I've chosen just one of these pearl brads from Recollections. You guys can make that out. Love these. And then you're just going to close the bottom. So of course, the more layers you do, you're going to want to make sure you have a brad that has a very long end, so you have enough to grip it all and close it. So from here, if you want, you can twist it a little bit to get to your desired look. But that, you guys, sorry it's blurry, that pretty much is what the lollipop flower looks like. And then you can add your leaves. For this one, I also did a little bit of coloring with a black Sharpie along the edges. I mean, you guys can do that if you want. For the leaves, I even added accents of darker green, but I mean, this was just like one of my first attempts. It was just something I was playing with, so it's not exactly the nicest one, but anyways, for those of you who wanted me to show you the lollipop one, here it is. I hope that was pretty straightforward. Again, there's just so much that you can do to change it to make it your own. You can add as many layers as you want, make it as big as you want, use whatever Sharpie color or alcohol ink you want, and just go with it. Use whatever center you want, 3 pearls or whatever you want. So I hope you guys like it. Let me know if you have any questions. Take care, everyone. Bye.